All right, let's bring in now entertainment and lifestyle reporter Nekia Nichelle to talk more about the Queen's funeral. Nekia, thank you so much for being with us. What was your biggest takeaway from today's service? Is there anything that maybe surprised you?
Yeah, so seeing the procession, it was truly a stunning spectacle. Like you had mentioned, tens of thousands were packed for this procession. As the Queen's coffin was transported, I was surprised, though, that Sarah Ferguson, also known as Fergie, that she was actually in attendance to the Queen's state funeral. Now, she was the Duchess, and she had mostly been absent from official gatherings since the divorce from Andrew in '96. So her being there and included really spoke volumes.
Absolutely. All eyes, of course, on the royal family, and lots of those eyes on the dynamic between brothers William and Harry. Did you see anything from them today, maybe over the past 10 days, that maybe shed a little bit more light on the current state of their relationship?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So there was very little to no interaction between the brothers at the funeral. Now, they did walk alongside each other as they made their way to Westminster Hall, also to Westminster Abbey for the service on Monday morning, but they did not seem to be speaking. But once inside, they did keep their distance and sat separately with their respective families. And despite those icy moments, the brothers definitely seemed to put their differences aside to honor the Queen.
Yeah, that's certainly, I think, what most people hope to see. Let's talk, Nekia, about President Biden. He was seated in the 14th row behind the president of Poland. Do we know much about what went into the seating arrangement for world leaders here?
Yes, so there was the seating chart was instilled with lots of meaning. So it's not a surprise that the position of U.S. President Biden, as well as the First Lady Jill Biden, they were stationed 14 rows back. But however, due to the Bidens, they encountered some standstill traffic on their way to the hall, and they ended up arriving late. So they arrived there around 11 a.m. when things kind of got started between, I think it was like 9:25 to 9:35, and the funeral got started around 10 a.m. So they were pretty late, and that's what caused them also to kind of get their seating arrangement pushed back. But yes, everything was strategic and was planned accordingly. As you saw, or if you didn't see, family was, of course, very close to, that were very close to the Queen, were sitting in rows like 1 and 2. Right. So that's to be expected.
Yeah, as is expected. Of course, that traffic also expected as well. Nekia Nichelle, we thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.